So in today's video, I'm going on a short walk with my dog, and I thought, you know what, it'd be a great time to record a quick video for you about how you can build muscle and just put it in simple terms. So if you've been feeling super overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, you don't know who to listen to, and you've heard 101 things, in this video, I'm going to break it down for you in the most simple way possible and points that you'll want to bear in mind so that you can build muscle moving forward. And the reason why I can confidently break this down for you is because I'm a personal trainer and I have been for many years now. Otherwise, before I do get stuck into each point in no specific order, by the way, I would like to say subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Otherwise, let's get stuck in. Point number one is your consistency. And I know this might sound cliche. I know I also said in no particular order as well, but I do feel like consistency does need to come first. And the reason why I say this is because you can have the best training program in the world, but if you're only following it very sporadically or not at all, then you're not going to get much results from it. Whereas on the other hand, you could have a very average training program, but if you follow it very consistently, then you're going to get much better results. So your consistency is super important, especially when it comes to something like building muscle. And then on to the next point is have a workout plan. So find some exercises that you love doing or hate the least, put them together in a plan, make sure that it makes sense, and then decide on your reps, sets, and rest time as well. And then you're going to have a plan right there that you can consistently follow so that you know exactly what you're doing when you go to the gym and you do your workouts, because if you don't have a plan, you're going to be lost. And if you're lost and you're feeling unsure of what to do when you are at the gym and how to navigate your time there effectively, then that's only going to slow down your progress. So again, have a plan and then be consistent with that plan. Now, if you don't know where to get a workout plan from or you don't know where to start, I do have a free workout plan on my website that you can grab. And if you want that, then you can grab it via the link in the caption of this video. So I'll leave the link there for the free workout plan for you to download and start with today or even tomorrow. And then the next point is progressive overload. And progressive overload, put simply, is just basically where you're gradually increasing the weight that you do, maybe the amount of reps that you do, or even as you improve your form over time. So that's progressive overload. And a progressive overload is super important to stimulate muscle growth. If anything, I would say it's the most critical. It's definitely one of the most critical factors. And in fact, that was a mistake I made when I first started working out. So my first maybe 3 years of working out, I never reached out to anyone. So I didn't totally know what I was doing. And I always thought, you know what, I've been so consistent with my workouts, it's been 2 or 3 years and I'm barely making any progress. Anyway, it turns out I wasn't progressively overloading. So don't make the same mistake I did and ensure that you're applying a progressive overload to your workouts. And then the next point is thinking about your nutrition, because what happens very often when it comes to building muscle, and this is potentially a mistake that you've made in the past, is that you'll be super consistent in the gym, killing it in there, but then when it comes to your nutrition, you're completely neglecting it and you're just not putting much thought towards it. And your nutrition is going to be a huge factor as to how much muscle you do end up building. And what I do mean when I'm saying be mindful of your nutrition is, number one, ensure that you're having adequate protein. So 0.7 to a gram per pound of body weight or a gram per centimeter of height are great targets to aim for when it comes to optimizing the amount of muscle that you build. As well as that, again, if your goal is to build muscle specifically, you want to be in a slight calorie surplus. So about maybe 200 to 500 calories higher than your maintenance. And again, a calorie surplus is going to be super important to help build that muscle in the most efficient of manners. And then on the final point, which is also something else that can get quite overlooked, especially for people, again, potentially you included, who track your calories or track your food and only think about hitting your calorie goal, but you're not so mindful of the food sources, because food sources are important as well. And then point number 5 is rest and recover. So maybe you're super consistent in the gym and you're after more and more muscle, but if you're not giving your body time to rest and recover, which is ironically when muscle gain happens, because that's where your muscle is repairing and growing back stronger, then you're going to give yourself a harder time. So my recommendation is at least give yourself a couple of rest days a week, and this is only going to help with the muscle building process. I would also suggest paying special attention to your sleep quality and length, because the days of saying sleep is for the weak or I'll sleep when I'm dead is definitely long gone now. Sleep, if anything, is super important, not for just building muscle. In fact, it's important for the entire quality of your life. So make sure that you are optimizing your sleep, your rest, and your recovery, because again, these are all super important factors. And then the final point is be patient. We are living in a world now that's becoming increasingly focused on instant gratification. People want things now, but building muscle takes time. So you need to be patient, because one thing I can guarantee is, for as long as you do have that patience and you are consistent, like I said at the start, you will build muscle and you will hit your goals. And otherwise, that is it for today's video. So if you want to hear more from me, I do have a podcast which you can check out on Spotify. You can check it out on Apple Podcasts as well. I'll leave the link for those in the caption of this video. And don't forget to like this video, share this with your group chat, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, take care and I'll see you around.